Yeah, so I just want to talk about real quick. I want to speak on that. Everything happens for a reason, right? Absolutely everything. And if you think it didn't happen for a reason, it did. You either didn't see the reason or you're refusing to believe the reason because you're probably the reason that it happened if it's a negative situation. Now, things happen in this life. You have positive things that happen and you have negative things that happen. So when you do positive, you create positive, you put out positive waves, every action has a reaction. This is science, right? Every action has a reaction. So when you do a positive action, a positive reaction has to come back. It's science. Every action has a reaction. So when you do it, it will come back. It may come back 5 days from now. It may come back 5 weeks from now. It may come back 5 months from now. It may come back 5 years from now. But whatever positive action you did and the weight that it holds and the severity of it, the universe will bless you and your positivity will come back in full circle as long as you continue to be pure, be positive, and work towards that, that karma that you get back. I recommend everybody read the book. It's called Seven Spiritual Laws of Success by my boy Deepak. And yeah, excellent books. Talks about karma, talks about laws, the universe, things like that. That's a lot. That's a whole nother world that will eventually start happening. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you guys. I failed the drug test. Okay, now me failing the drug test was my fault. I just didn't detox long enough, clean enough, whatever the case was. I don't even smoke that much now. I don't smoke anymore, and I think I'm about to do a 30 days no smoking, no drinking. I think I'm about to do that. I feel like I should. I feel like it'll create a lot of energy for me. I've been on retention now for about 2.5 months now, almost 3 months retention. And yeah, now August is here. So this is really what I wanted to start the video with, was saying like, there's a couple of things that I'm about to try for this month of August, which is gonna be no smoking. I think I might take a little shot or two on a celebration night, like a Saturday night after everything's done. We can step out, or even if I come here, have a shot or two and do it like that. But only like when I'm streaming and only when all the work is done for the day, I can have a little something just to make me feel right. But that's, again, only on occasion because I'm trying to unlock my full potential now. I'm trying to see what my brain is capable of. And when you're under the influence, you have a completely different brain versus when you don't. This is something that I now want to experience. I have not been sober for a very, very long time. I've done occasional spurts and stuff, but ever since I started smoking, and I didn't start drinking till last year, so I really don't care about drinking, but smoking, I have not been, sober for a very long time. I smoked, and this is what got me to here. On my one-bedroom apartment, smoking, CDL, career, doing all those things, and I was smoking the whole time. So it's not to say that smoking is the worst thing in the world. I learned that, and I heard in a video, I believe, that one formula that gets you to one position is not necessarily the same formula that's going to take you to the next position. So just because I was smoking and doing everything and living up to this point, this way I was acting, this formula, it got me to here. But the focus, the clarity, the drive, the discipline, this all gets increased by 1,000,000 with what I'm trying to do to get to this next level. So unfortunately, like I said, I've had days where I'd be the most motivated person in the world. I wake up ready to take over the world. I'll smoke a little bit, all my motivation goes down, all my energy goes down, all my positivity goes away. I start doubting shit sometimes. I start getting anxious. I start overthinking shit. I start getting upset. Like, what if this doesn't work? What's that? Like, we'll do all bunch of stuff. A bunch of negative thoughts start curating in my mind. And I started to pay attention to that. I'm like, yo, why do you feel so great right when you wake up? And then all of a sudden you feel like shit and you don't think anything's gonna work sometimes. And it's simply that switch of when I would start, smoking and stuff. So completely eliminating that factor, my mind is as sharp as a razor, and I legitimately feel like I can move animate objects with my mind. Like, that's how strong and powerful I feel right now. Not really smoking, not drinking, retention, not being around any women lately. Hey, yo, I feel superhuman. I'm not lying. Now, I had another talk with myself. Okay, Ev, look at how you feel right now. With all of those things you just eliminated, look at how you feel right now, right? You have two options right now. You can either continue to move forward with these things eliminated from your life, or which was all part of that old formula. Women, smoking, drinking, partying, all of that. That was all part of that last formula. I'm at a position where I literally got rid of all of those things, and I'm now sitting surface level for that, I think, to start taking the steps to get to that next level. And it's once I eliminate all those things and, I started to get my sharpness back, I started to gain a lot of clarity. It's an amazing feeling. I'm excited for this journey. So the reason you guys are here is because this is going to be a 30-day journey with us. I think we're about to lock in the whole August. We're going to lock in for the whole August. We're just going to turn this shit absolutely all the way up. Like, even now, as I'm speaking about it, I have thoughts of like, damn, do I not want to give these things up? I don't have a choice. I have to give these things up if I want to get to the next level. The thing I learned about was sacrifice, right? We talk about sacrifice. So what are we sacrificing? You talk about sacrificing a goat or a lamb or something, right? Now, what about sacrificing a human? Do we ever talk about that? Sacrificing an entire human being? And we're not talking about sacrificing another human being, right? We're talking about sacrificing this current human being, these current ways, these current habits, these current thoughts. We need to sacrifice those and adopt a whole new philosophy, a whole new train of thought, a whole new motive, a whole new source of energy. We need to completely sacrifice everything that what this being was, and we need to we need to completely redraw it to move ourselves forward into the future. If you don't change yourself, you don't change. If you don't change, nothing changes. You understand that? If I have the same 5 things that I do every day, the same 5 thoughts, same 5 moves, the same thing, right? I do the same thing every day. It's the same. It's literally, I'm going to get the same result every day. Am I not? Which is the same thing over and over and over. So it's, again, the options are presented to you. If you continue to go with what you're doing, this is the direction you're going to go in, and eventually like that. If you change your ways, change your thoughts, this is what's going to happen, and you're going to go this way. So you see how we're presented with all of these options, and we have the decision to make. We just have to find the toughness and the discipline to make the right decision. I remember what I was going to say now. So I was reading a book, Jim Rohn, right? Power of Ambition. And it says, you have the option every single day, right? To do more than you can, to try to push yourself to be better, or you have the option to do the same, or you do less. And typically people do less, and they do less every single day. So imagine your full capability of working, right? This is your max capacity bar. You could reach all the way up here with all the productivity, everything you do for the day. You can reach up here. But imagine putting in less every day, a little bit less. You only work this much every day. You only put this amount of effort in. If you continue to keep doing less and less, you're only going to become less and less and less as time goes on, right? Because your capacity is going to now get lower. What you think is trying full capacity is really you probably trying at about 60%, because that's all you ever did was try at 60%, right? So now in your mind, your 100% full capacity is really only at 60%, because that's what you're used to. You don't push yourself to do more. So now you're automatically working less than your 100, right? You're working at 60% every day. That 60% is then it slowly is going to go down, because you're only working a fraction of what you can do. And then when that 60 becomes your real 100, you're going to be like, yeah, damn, I'm putting in a lot of work. Maybe I should get more lazy. Maybe I should get more relaxed. Maybe I should stop doing as much. As we get older, we only want to start doing less. So do you understand that we want to start doing less as we get older, which means we're going to start doing less, which means you're going to start being less if you continue to do less every single day. That's why we have to be as great as possible. We have to overachieve. We have to do more. Get that last rep in, get that last set in, run another half mile if you can, get another 5 push-ups in. We need to challenge ourselves. This is one of my bro Josh, one of his favorite quotes. If you don't challenge yourself, you don't change yourself. If you don't challenge yourself the next time you go to the snack cabinet and you're about to grab some bullshit. Can I either pass on this right now, or can I grab something else that's a little healthier? Am I actually hungry right now? Do I need a snack? Am I bored? Challenge yourself. Challenge your decisions. Challenge your thoughts. Challenge your habits, challenge your old ways. All of these things you want to challenge, because if you're challenging where you're at in life, or if you're not at where you want to be at in life, you have to go look in the mirror and say, well, brother man, why don't you have a Lambo? Why don't you have a mansion? Why aren't you living in LA or New York City? Why aren't you doing, if this is what you want, why aren't you? Well, I don't have one because I don't put in any work. Why don't I put in any work? Because I come home, I smoke, and then I watch TV, right? And then I play the game for 5 hours, and then I go to bed. You didn't do anything productive. You didn't read a book. You didn't watch a podcast or something about business or law or loans, on how to get a better loan. You didn't watch something on how to boost your credit. You didn't do anything to try to grow yourself and change yourself. The only thing you did was come home, get something to eat, and jump on the game. So do you see the way these two lives can play out if you were to come home every day and jump on the game and play the game for the rest of the night, versus if you were to come home, get a notebook out, open up a couple of videos, put in some work, find some research, figure out X, Y, and Z, start trying to make some sort of some sort of movement, anything. We don't do that. We don't. I'm gonna show you. I'm on a different type of timing this month. I want to finish this by the end of the month. This is Think and Grow Rich. I just bought the hard copy of this, okay? I was listening to Jim Rohn, and he said that this was the one book that he bought, and then there was one other book that he bought that started his thing. And he said he's read this so many times. So this is Napoleon Hill, 1937. So if you got niggas from 100 years ago that got some sauce about how to be successful, this on the top, this literally says, word for word, the single greatest guide to achieving success ever written. The single greatest guide to achieving success ever written. Ever written. Right here, this is the greatest guide to achievement, and it is sitting in my hand. So if I want to achieve more, I have the key right here. Which is reading. That's another thing. You have millionaires who write books on how to become a millionaire. The same way you go to college, you get a textbook, right? You want to be a nurse, you got to get nursing books. You want to be a lawyer, I'm sure there's lawyer and business books. This is all self-help books on how the universe works, how mentality works, all of these things. These are my encyclopedias. These are my workbooks. This is my homework. I'm not in college. This is my homework. I read, I write, I do research, I look up, and then I apply. I do my work, and then I apply it. I couldn't tell you guys how many situations that I've been in where I've read something and then I've had a chance to implement that in real life. Like, I could not tell you how many times it's happened, and it's actually cracked my head where I'm like, yo, I read a book that said, don't do this, 48 Laws of Power. That is one of the greatest books ever. I'm going to talk about that in another video. I do got to end this one because it's getting long, but listen, there's a couple of things that I just want to mention right now. Okay? I'm going to start a book club. I'm going to start a book club on my TikTok where we're going to talk about books and stuff maybe once a week or twice a week. I need you guys to all follow TikTok down below. Next, the clothing brand Runs the World just dropped. Runs the World will be in the bio. New drops every week. Okay, there will be new merch, whether it be 1 tee, whether it be 20 tees. There's going to be new stuff added every week. You're going to see me rocking stuff. You see the vlog video where I was just at the store. I made a little sample and shit like that. Like, yo, we got a lot of stuff. Then the music. There's going to be music coming out in about 2 months from now, which is going to be even more exciting. So do you see how everything, these are all things that I weren't doing. I wasn't reading as much. I really wasn't reading at all the last 6 months. Wasn't reading at all. I wasn't meditating. I wasn't making music. I didn't have my clothing brand. I didn't have nothing. So in 6 months, a lot of things happen, at least a lot of mental things, but this next 6 months has to be even more crucial. So we're going up on these 30 days of August, right? We're putting in 30 days of pain right now. That's what this is called. 30 days of pain. We are going to go on a 30-day vlog streak, even if it's just a simple conversation about what I read, for the day, and when I meditated, what I thought about, what did I eat for the day, and then it's going to be like that. But we're going to do a 30-day growth period, and we're going to experience this together. All right, we're going to experience this together. So yeah, this is going to be awesome. I think this is going to be very, very awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited for me. I'm excited for anybody else who tags along on this journey. And yeah, let's turn this life up, man. Let's turn this world up. Let's become powerful. Let's make a as you can even see my words. They're so, because I haven't been in this clear space in so long, like of a constant clarity that even me, like, words move at 1,000 miles per hour. You can even see I'm working on my patience. I'm working on, when I get excited, I start talking from the throat and I start getting louder and I start leaning. Like, I'm trying to work on my overall presence, my overall energy, you know, and just how I go about everything, my calmness, stability. There's so many factors into being an elite being that, you know, let's see. Just enjoy this shit. Tag along with me. Work on these things yourself. Hear what I'm talking about and look in the mirror and say, okay, maybe I could work on that. Maybe I could work on that. Maybe I could work on that. You know, like, we're all human beings and we're all the same. So there's no reason that we all can't achieve the same. All right? Everybody smash that sub button right now. Welcome to the family. Yo, road to 5K, road to 10K, road to 50K, road to 100 ball. You hear me? East Coast Ave. You already know we repping Jersey, man. And I'm going to catch you on the next one, all right? Yo, smash that sub button right now and enjoy the year, enjoy the video, enjoy the month, enjoy everything. Check some more content out. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one, all right? Deuces.